Welcome, everybody, to NCAA Baseball right here in Tampa, Florida, as the NCAA Division II regional play continues. It is the University of Tampa against the Mississippi College Choctaws in a second-round game. Both these teams won yesterday and have advanced to this game today. Tampa with a 10-2 win yesterday over Albany State. Mississippi College took down Lynn University, and now the Spartans come in with a 44-7 record. Mississippi College at 31-20. Hi, everybody. Jack Ike along with Taylor Stolworthy. And Taylor, you got us through the first game where Albany State sent Lynn packing home.
Yeah, it was a late comeback for the Golden Rams. They trailed 6-4 into the top of the ninth, but by the time we entered the bottom of the 10th, it was 10-6 in favor of Albany State. A late resurgence of offense knocks out one of the two remaining Sunshine State Conference teams. But the final two that remain for our conference are number 1 and 2 in the region. And obviously, Tampa is looking for a good performance after they beat the Rams yesterday. But Mississippi College was not a pushover. They scored 11 runs in 3 innings, knocking out Lynn's starter pretty early. C.J. Williams going to hope to avoid that same fate.
So C.J. Williams on the mound for Tampa. Let's get you the starting lineups for Mississippi College. Leading off will be number 10, and that is Jordan Evans, and he is a junior. Number 7, batting second, is Bryce Rocca. Batting third is number 6. 6 is Corey Cooper. Batting cleanup is number 21. 21 is J.T. Vance. Batting fifth is number 3, and that is Logan Sheridan. Stepping into the box is Evans to lead off for this game. Batting sixth is going to be number 9, and that is Bo Kirsch. First pitch from Williams. Ball a little bit low. Batting seventh will be number 1. That is Tyler Jacobson. Batting eighth, number 5, Blaze Breerwood. And batting ninth is number 14. There's a pop-up fly ball heading fairly deep into center field. Going back is Ashby, and 2 pitches into the game. Mississippi College takes a 1-0 lead. Evans just put that one into almost the deepest part of the ballpark. And the Choctaws on top, 1-0.
You know, yesterday Mississippi College took some balls deep to the outfield. It was Robinson, the left fielder, who actually had a couple plays right at the warning track and on the wall. It was only going to be a matter of time before they took one a little bit deeper, and Evans guessed correctly on a C.J. Williams pitch.
Wind is blowing a little stronger than yesterday, and it is blowing over the left field wall, so it might have been aided a little bit by that one, but that was pretty much straightaway center. So Evans with the home run. I was giving you the number 9 hitter in the order. Let me finish that out. As the second hitter pops up, that might have a play. Russo coming over, Irigoyen coming over, and Russo makes the catch up against the screen.
That's a quick response for Williams, and he'll sometimes give up hard contact like that, but he usually doesn't let him bring him down. Quick response afterwards to force a quick pop-up.
Cade Gadman is the number 9 hitter, number 14, and Williams and Irigoyen are the battery for the Spartans. Brings up Cooper, the number 3 hitter in the lineup. This is a very veteran team for Mississippi College. Everybody in the starting lineup is a senior or a junior. 5, 6 of them are seniors.
Yeah, all upperclassmen for their starting 9. And that is also true on the mound.
Big swing and a miss by Cooper. There's a tap foul. Spartans on a big shift with 2 strikes. Actually, they're showing 1 and 1. Fly ball, it's going out to the gap. Coming in is Ashby, running, and he makes the catch. Setting the Spartans defensively for you. Williams on the mound for Tampa. Irigoyen behind the plate. Russo at first. Urso at second. Karstetter at third. Saladino is shortstop. Jordan Williams is in left field, Villegas in center, and Ashby is in right. So actually that was Villegas making the catch, Ashby in right. Maddox King will start on the bench with this one, and Villegas takes his spot in center as Ashby goes into the starting lineup.
Yeah, a couple of changes today for the Spartans. In the post-game press conference after the game, Coach Joe said that Tampa's going to be really trying to get this win today, because if you're able to win the first 2 games in regional play, a team has to beat you twice in a row at your own turf, and
yes,
that's going to be hard to do for any team against the Spartans. As a team, we haven't lost 2 games in a row at home all season.
Fouled off. This is JT Vance at the plate.
By the way, update from Florida Southern. West Alabama have crashed out of the tournament. A 4-run 9th inning from Delta State send them through. It was a walk-off base hit.
There's a base hit. Vance with the base hit. So there's been some fireworks in the first games of the day in the regions down here in Florida.
Yeah,
get to the 9th inning.
A 4-run comeback for Delta State. 6 runs in 2 frames for Albany State. So yeah, I mean, a lot of late offense. So even if Tampa concedes early, you definitely think the Spartans could be en route for another comeback.
Sheridan at the plate now, 322 on the year. First pitch, a called strike. Two outs, 1 on. 1 already in on a home run by the leadoff hitter on the second pitch of the game. Runner goes, ground ball. Urso 1 hop. Inning is over, but a home run by Evans to start this game, and after the top of the first, it is Mississippi College. Tampa coming to bat. They will have Williams, Saladino, and Urso. 1, 2, 3. We'll be right back on Tampa. Bottom of the first we go. Tampa already down 1-0. Leading off for Tampa will be Jordan Williams, followed by Nico Saladino, J.D. Urso. Edgardo Villegas is the cleanup hitter. Braden Woodburn is the DH. Joander Irigoyen batting sixth, I should say. 7th is Cole Russo. 8th is Kevin Karstetter. And batting 9th is Lenny Ashby. On the mound, the battery for Mississippi College is Peterson and Jacobson. Peterson finishing up his warm-ups, tossed down to second, and we're just about ready to go for the bottom of the first.
Peterson is the go-to guy for the Choctaw today. 4.39 ERA, 14 starts. Apart from Holland Towns, who took the mound yesterday, he's been the most active starter for Mississippi College, and he's also had more success. 66 strikeouts over 67 innings. Also not a bad walk rate either.
Thank you.
Jordan Williams to lead off. They're playing a little bit in at third, not in at all at first. Shows to bunt, pops it foul, and it goes out of play.
Now Williams came to Tampa from Florida State last season.
.70 stolen bases on the year.
Yep, I
The
think
Tampa record.
Tampa record, close to the SSC record, but it's 96. That's first place. I think Williams has picked up second place, though, or he's just about to.
Swing and a miss. Took a little off that one. 0-2. Tell you, Williams is very deliberate when he walks and gets up to the plate and things, and then he's so fast on the bases. Saving that energy. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He went high for that one and outside and goes down swinging. Choctaw faithful cheering it on.
And twice in a row, Williams has started the game with a strikeout. Usually it's his teammates following up with some offense.
Yep. So that would put the ball in Nico Saladino's locker here. Another lefty at the plate for the Spartans. Curveball, strike one. Saladino, half swing, fouls it off. 95 degrees at game time. Talking to the coaches, they say at least 105 on the field. It's a turf field.
Yeah, I mean, it's a real field at 101, but again, keep in mind the turf. That's going to heat up even more than grass and dirt, so definitely an uncomfortable surface to be on, I think.
Fouled off.
Especially when you have to make a diving play.
Yeah. And the 0-2. A little bit low. Nico waits. Peterson fires. That one is low inside. Peterson out of the stretch. A lot of pitchers do that, regardless of whether a man is on base, regardless of whether you're a starter or a reliever. And that will run it full. Went from 0-2 to 3-2. Saladino with a good eye.
That's been what he's been known for this season. Saladino carries a .431 on base percentage. Leads the Spartans with 38 walks.
The payoff on the way. Peterson to Saladino. Outside, ball 4. Spartans get a base runner. Looking up into the sky, Taylor. This is, my daughter and I had a little thing a couple years ago. We called this a Count the Clouds Day.
Let's see. 0.
That was the joke. We used to go outside and she'd say, I see 4 clouds. So then we'd go out and say, and we'd count clouds. Mm-hmm. So one day I saw it was a day like this, and I said, Devin, I can beat you counting all the clouds today. And walked outside and said, go. And I said, 0. She goes, well, there aren't any.
Exactly.
I said, I win. So now whenever we have a day like this, it's a Count the Clouds Day. And you were right.
Could be one eventually appearing, but...
not in our field division.
Yeah. Maybe down by Lakeland, there's a few.
Yeah. J.D. Urso at the plate now. Saladino on first. Ball 1. Check swing. Ball 2. Good eye. The Spartans are very good at taking pitches, making the pitcher throw as many as he...
Yeah, and in that post-game press conference, Joe Urso mentioned that the big moment of the game was when Tampa, against the Albany State starter yesterday, were able to take a ton of pitches, give him a 30-plus pitch second inning, and eventually chase the starter out of the game when it rolled to the next frame. That's the thing when you take on the Spartans. If they can start to force you to throw them more strikes, if they keep missing the zone, your pitch count climbs up.
Base hit up the middle by Urso. Will put runners at first and second. Saladino took a little bit of a look and came back.
Tampa's going to make you pay if you have to keep throwing to them.
We'll bring up the cleanup hitter, Edgardo Villegas.
Definitely interesting. You hear the Mississippi College fans right in front of us, but you also hear the chorus of men's lacrosse players supporting the Spartans on the side. I know that women's softball probably come to a close their second super regional game. Good news, Tampa won the first game today, so they stay alive. Maybe they stop by and cheer on Tampa baseball after their second matchup.
Ball high and outside. Runners at first and second. They're trying to hold Saladino as close as possible. Shorten that lead, not holding her so. That one's going out into left field, coming in. It falls in for a base hit. They're going to send the runner. We're going to have a play at the plate. Here comes the throw. They're going to get him by a couple. No, they call him safe. He slid around it. The ball was there in time, but Saladino went to the inside or the outside part of the baseline and touched the base, and they called him safe. The ball was thrown to the playing field side of the baseline, so when the catcher caught it, he had to swipe all the way across his body to try to make the tag, and they called him safe. And they're going to have a mound visit already. I don't know if this... A lot of people were saying replay. There really isn't a replay we can give them.
Yeah, unfortunately, no replay review here. But, you know, Skippy and I, when we were covering the first game, he was with me until he had to go over to cover Tampa softball. We made an MLB The Show reference, and that reminded me a lot of a new feature they added to the game this year, where you get a quick time event to try to swim around the tag at a base when you're trying to slide in. That's pretty much what Saladino did. He perfectly dodged a play at the plate because he was out. He was completely cooked. Jacobson got the ball. It's a great throw by LaRocca, but Saladino avoided the tag. And you mentioned replay, but Jacobson didn't contest the call, which means, and we also didn't see anything from the bench contesting the call either.
Catcher.
So it was clearly Saladino did avoid the tag straight up with an incredible play.
I got a little carried away because, as you said, the throw was there.
Hey, it's the postseason. You got to get carried away here. That's why my voice is already dead. I had to see 6 runs in 2 top of the innings.
Braden Woodburn to the plate. He had the day off yesterday, so he's ready, and he's the DH today. Runners now at second and third. Tampa has tied it. Woodburn base hit. That'll bring at least one in. And Joe is going to hold him up. Heading back. Spartans take a 2-1 lead, but now runners on the corners.
You know, Tampa's known for their plate discipline, but here's the thing. Peterson just had a talk with his coach. You know what he's going to do? He's going to try to fire a strike to get his confidence back.
Fastball down the, put it in the zone.
And Woodburn said thank you very much because that's his bread and butter. He loves to take offerings like that into the outfield. Woodburn doesn't have the most power, but hey, if you can drop it in front of left and center, you don't need that much power. He's going to give Tampa the lead.
Single, 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 and the Spartans lead 2-1. Actually, single, 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 single for the 2-1 lead.
Actually, only 3 singles.
3 singles?
There was a walk.
Oh, the walk, yes.
Oh, there was a walk to start the inning.
Yes.
After the strikeout. So it's not a leadoff walk, so we can't do your catchphrase yet.
Yeah. But again, you walk a player for the Spartans, and they're going to make you pay.
Peterson's done a good job keeping his pitch count low apart from that, but now it's at 18, and if this is a longer at bat, it will hit 20 soon.
Ball a little low.
This, I think, reminds me when Tampa baseball visited softball last week. You know, it was a close game between them and Barry, but once Tampa was able to cheer on every single outcome, every single pitch, that just propelled a massive 3-run inning, primarily with Abby Solt 3-run shot.
Irigoyen, the catcher, fouls that one out of play.
And I'll tell you, when Solt sent that out of the park, I have not seen the Demoli Family Stadium erupt the same way it did, with the baseball team going crazy.
Nice.
Softball team going crazy, too. I was watching a replay of the home run. Leslie Cantor jumped like 10 feet in the air.
Really? Good hang time.
Yeah.
She didn't get hurt, did she?
Oh, no, she's all good.
Runner going to second, and they're going to try to have a play at the plate. They got him this time, and this time I'm pretty sure I got that call. They tried the steal of second, but the second baseman cut the throw off. They allowed the base runner, Woodburn, to get to second, but then they got the runner, Villegas, trying to score.
I think Villegas should have committed to going home a little bit
Sooner.
earlier because he saw the throw beat Woodburn to second. I think that was the plan. Woodburn takes himself out, Tampa scores a run.
Yes.
But the defense for Mississippi College didn't fall for it.
Fouled off.
And I'll say the Choctaw offense, They know how to play a bit of small ball, too. They had 2 successful suicide squeezes.
Really?
That Lynn yesterday didn't try to get the out at home. When they picked up the ball, they just got the out at first instead of stopping the run both times around.
Probably went in the Joe Urso memory bank. The pitch. Fouled back again. That was a 3-2 pitch, so we'll do the full count again.
Tampa's known for their incredible offense, but the thing you easily forget, come postseason time, and even throughout the regular season, small ball is a way of life for the Spartans. So it'll be interesting to see if the Choctaw can try to top the Spartans at their own game.
Popped up. May have a play. It's going foul. They're giving chase near the bullpen and a diving, but ball falls to the ground.
Even if this ends up being the final out of the inning, Uruguayan is adding a ton of pitches to the count for Peterson. Yes. I think this will be 24 coming up maybe, because he's battled to a full count. He's fouled quite a few of them away.
16 coming into his at-bat.
And again, getting the starter a bit tired, especially when you're facing the team's ace, is huge in a game like this.
And it's 100 degrees or plus on the field.
Yeah, that too.
3-2. Ground ball foul will continue the at-bat.
It is impressive, however, Uruguayan being the first team Sunshine State Conference catcher selection. And he only played 2/3 of the games because he was running platoon for a good amount of the time with Garavito. He was still strong enough to get all conference honors.
3-2 again. Fouled it off.
Just heard from the Mississippi College play-by-play guy for their radio station, I believe. 10 pitches now for the at-bat, so he's past 25.
Wow. We'll do a 3-2 again. Fouled off. Let's try it again, folks.
If you're Uruguayan, you're seeing more strikes now as well from Peterson. You're just waiting for one you can really get under. Because after a long at-bat, you got the sunk cost fallacy. Peterson's not going to throw outside of the zone. He's not going to want to let Uruguayan say, oh, never mind, I'm not swinging, and take the free base.
A 3-2 pitch one more time. Swing and a miss on went off speed on that one and got him a little bit ahead, but the Spartans get a couple and have taken the lead after one. One down, 2-1, Tampa on top on Tampa Spartans. We head to the top of the second inning. We've had some, I don't know if necessarily, fireworks, I guess. Second pitch of the game, a home run. The Spartans come back with 2 on 3 consecutive singles. It started with a walk, and they have a 2-1 lead.
Wasn't as wild as the finale of the Delta State and West Alabama game, where Delta State just walked off the Tigers, but still was pretty exciting. Mississippi College, a leadoff home run, and Tampa following up with some singles to bring 2 to the plate. Almost executed the double steal, but the Choctaw defense was ready for it.
Kirsch now to the plate. Williams fires. Base hit up the middle. So these guys come out swinging as well. You saw them yesterday, so you know that.
Yeah, Mississippi College started the offense early. Both teams put up a combined 30-plus hit performance. Both offenses were active, but the big thing as well, though, is their pitching wasn't invincible, and that's good news for an offense as potent as the Spartans. As a whole, though, Mississippi College do hit well as a team. 301, 415, 465 slash line. Keep the 415 on base percentage. That's pretty good for the D2 level. Not a lot of teams can average more than 400 for on base.
Jacobson, the catcher, fouls it back. So Kirsch on first, Russo holding him. Williams glanced over, and the pitch. Ground ball. Karstetter on a big hop, goes to second, gets one. The relay, not going to get him, but the Spartans get the lead runner.
Usually it's Urso starting the double plays as the shortstop, but this time it's the second baseman picking it up. Good also by Jacobson. His speed was going to avoid the double play because it was a bit of a slow grounder to Karstetter, but they do get the lead runner.
It was a slow grounder. Karstetter, I don't know if he gets direction from anybody who says second. You know, they can see it in front of him. Irigoyen might be the one that tells him where to go. There's one fouled back by Breerwood.
I believe it was Breerwood and Gadman potentially doing the suicide squeezes earlier yesterday to bring home those runs.
Very short lead for Kirsch. Curveball stays high. Fairly deep for Breerwood. That looked good, and umpire agrees. One ball, 2 strikes. Off speed, almost out of the zone, but he fouls it off. And the pitch. Missing outside, 2-2. Williams fires. And that one blooped. Coming in quickly is Ashby. Now he waits and makes the catch. That one stayed up long enough. Would have been a good punt in the NFL.
Fair catch there for Ashby getting out number 2 there. Notably, Tampa did change their outfield a bit. King off the bench. Valdez on the bench. Although Valdez, I think, was the DH.
Yeah.
He usually plays in the outfield as well.
Yes.
Giving Ashby the start and then Villegas over to center field. Definitely interesting to kind of change things up. Maybe Coach Joe Urso trying to make sure that Mississippi College doesn't get the full playbook of the Spartans offense after yesterday's 10-run performance.
And you bring up a good point in your statement. I mean, look at the players on the bench. And Garavito also on the bench. Fly ball, center field, coming in is Villegas. Now going back, and he makes the catch, and that will end the inning. They leave one. We've played an inning and a half. Tampa on top, 2-1. We'll be right back after this. Bottom of the second we go. Spartans on top, 2-1. That'll be 7, 8, 9. Russo, Karstetter, Ashby against Peterson. Mississippi College goes long ball to take the lead. The Spartans go small ball to take the lead back. Did some research on the nickname Choctaw. It is a Native American band in Mississippi. I was talking to some people and they said, I thought it was only in Oklahoma. Well, it all started in Mississippi. Some of them went to Oklahoma. A fair amount of them stayed in Mississippi, and they are named after them because of the courage and the pride that they have shown. This is also a very old college. Mississippi College next year will be celebrating its 200th anniversary.
200, wow.
Yeah.
That's a good anniversary.
Yeah. It was formed 9 years after Mississippi became a state. Russo, the big first baseman, waits. Looks at one. Call the ball. You can see the shadows now over home plate. They will be working their way out toward the mound. And he looks at another one close, but ball 2.
Trying to see who's at the plate for Tampa in the Super Regional play. It would be really funny if Alexa Russo was up at the same time as Cole Russo in their games.
A split screen. And that one is called strike.
I'm pretty sure we do have a split screen up at the Sword and Shield room on campus for any hospitality workers getting a bit of food. They had some barbecue there earlier today.
You told me that after I was here.
Of course.
Tap foul, I think.
Yeah, it hit off his foot.
I thought so.
Peterson was ready in case it wasn't.
Yep. So now it's a 2-2 count. Leadoff hitter here in the second inning. On deck, Karstetter.
And when Tampa's offense, when you can have a 7, 8, 9 core of Russo, Karstetter, and Ashby.
Really? Yep.
Yeah, that's a dangerous trio.
And that one, base hit. Brewerwood tried to jump, but would have had to have been maybe Kevin Durant to have a shot at that.
Probably would have needed Russo's height to get to that.
Yes. I was going to say David Thompson until I realized nobody would know who I was referring
It's
to.
a little bit too old of a basketball reference. Had it right with, who was the first player you mentioned?
Durant.
Durant, yeah,
Yes.
Durant would have been a good reference.
I went topical.
Yep.
Fourth hit of the day for Tampa already. They went into the fourth inning yesterday, had a 2-0 lead, but hadn't gotten a hit till the fourth. Now they have 4 hits. Karstetter, ground ball. One hopper to Sheridan. And they turn 2.
And that was the thing. Tampa just drew a ton of walks. They got a hit by pitch. I think they capitalized off an error. They didn't need the hits until the fourth inning to capitalize. But it always is better when you can get hits.
Yep.
Not great when you get a double play, though.
That was tailor-made. Nice hop for Sheridan. Got out there quickly, and they turned it efficiently. Lenny Ashby to the plate now. Another lefty in the Spartan lineup, which might have something to do with why Maddox King is not in the lineup. Right-handed ace, left-handed batter. King is a righty.
Yeah, kind of interchange those guys when there's a lefty or righty on the mound. If Vegas can do the job on defense, it means he's fully healthy from his injury.
Ground ball out to second base, Brewerwood. And the Spartans go down quickly after getting a leadoff man on. We've played 2. Still 2-1 Tampa on top right here on the Sunshine State. Third inning we go. 2-1 Tampa on top. Jack and Taylor with the game. Tom Colby making us sound good. He's given up trying to make us look good.
Yeah,
So he's just
that's
trying to make
tricky.
us sound good is what he's up to now.
He gets the camera at least looking good. And you can see the canopy shadows starting to creep forward. Definitely helps that the game started later, so we might see that play an impact a little bit earlier.
The men's lacrosse team just headed out after supporting the team for a couple innings. They've got some things going on.
Yeah, both men's and women's lacrosse with postseason play throughout this weekend. They're doing good in NCAA tournament play, just like our softball team, who's now taking a 2-0 lead at the Namoli Family Stadium. They're in the third game of the Super Regional. Winner advances.
Winner moves to the final 8. This is Evans, who started this game by hitting the second pitch out of the park, almost straightaway center.
The Choctaw offense has got a bit of pop. They've had 63 home runs as a team, majority coming from J.T. Vance, Bryce LaRocca, Corey Cooper, and Jordan Evans. Evans made it his 13th home run of the season.
Ground ball, Karstetter gobbles it up. Long toss to Ashby, had to come off the bag, but they called him out. He got his foot down before Evans got to the base. There was no doubt Russo had to jump for that, but he came back down before Evans got to the base, so 1 up, 1 down.
Very nice catch by Russo, showcasing the hops. You know, I said in the previous inning that the leaping play missed by the second baseman. You might need to be Russo to come up with that ball.
Yeah.
Well, guess what he does to start the new inning?
He showed he does have the hops. LaRocca to the plate now. First pitch a little bit high. That one is hit deep. Williams going back. This game might be tied. He's at the wall. Jumps. Gone. We're tied 2-2.
Love the effort from Williams, but I think you would need to be 8 foot tall to make that catch.
Yeah, a little bit taller.
As that was pretty comfortably gone.
So a couple solo shots by Mississippi College, and this game is tied 2-2. Cooper now to the plate. Corey Cooper. A lefty, so the Spartans put a big shift on. Curveball, no strike. It was a ball, stayed high. Spartans have moved Saladino almost behind second. And he pops it up. That'll be out of play. Basically, Karstetter, he gets the left side of the infield. Way outside. Both teams, 2 runs, 4 hits. The pitch. Outside. 3-1 now. That one is hit out into right center. Shading his eyes is Villegas, and he hauls it in. Short of the warning track. So that'll be 2 outs now.
Yeah, there's a lot of hard contact for Mississippi College early. They've got a good read of Williams' stuff, but apart from those 2 solo shots, Williams has avoided too much danger on the base path for the moment.
The leadoff hitter and the number 2 hitter have both come up with solo homers. Not consecutive. Vance at the plate now. Outside. 2 outs here in this third inning. Ground ball, Saladino. That one just hugged the ground. Saladino throws him out to end the inning. But they get a home run from LaRocca. And we've played 2.5. It's now a 2-2 ball game. Tampa coming to bat right here on the Sunshine State. So we head to the bottom of the third. Now a 2-2 ball game. Spartans with a walk and then 3 consecutive singles for their runs, and solo home runs by Mississippi College for their 2. Spartans will be at the top of the order. Jordan Williams, Saladino, Urso. Williams struck out swinging his first time up.
Our own Shane Patania had an interview with Jordan Williams, I believe, for the Tampa Bay Times earlier. Unfortunately, I think the article is now pay-locked, so I can't get any more quotes from the article, sadly.
Maybe I can. I'm not locked yet. I might still have my 5 free.
Might need to open up on a different browser.
Yeah. Williams tried to bunt, kind of lunged at a ball outside, and gets called for a strike. Williams set in the box. Peterson on the mound. The 0-1. High, ball 1. Yeah. 1-1 on the way. Curveball comes in, strike 2. Not too deep for Williams, though he has some home runs this year. They have shifted now that he has 2 strikes. And the pitch. Tapped to foul. So now 2-2. Ground ball heading out to short. Williams made it close, but they got him anyway. Hit a little bit too sharply. So even somebody with Williams speed batting left-handed not able to beat that one out. Saladino walked and scored back in the first. You know, I thought the lacrosse team left to do something. They left because food was here. They all came back with lunches.
That's good to see that they're back here. And now they get to enjoy, I think it's Jersey Mike's.
Yeah. Saladino, 1 hopper to the first baseman. Cooper, 2 down. So it'll bring J.D. Urso to the plate, who singled his first time up. And the pitch. Off speed, Urso way ahead, strike 1. 0-1. Ground ball foul into the Spartan dugout. People were ducking out of the way of that one. So an 0-2 to Urso. And he rips that one foul. Playing Urso very deep in the infield. And the pitch. In the dirt. They appeal. He did not go around. Two outs, 2 strikes on Urso here in the third. That is hit out into left field. That's going to get down. Urso's probably going to take 2. Bounces off the wall on a couple hops, and he's going to head into second ahead of the throw. Pretty good throw from the left fielder, though. LaRocca made it closer than it looked like it was going to be.
Wonder if Villegas sends it to left field if JD would get sent home, because we've seen him make 2 close throws today.
Yeah.
One to home plate where Saladino swam past the tag, and this time Urso still reached safely standing, but the throw made it a close finish.
So Villegas on, or at the plate, I should say. Urso, the lead run now on second, and a swing and a miss. A look back at Urso with the pitch. Outside. Jacobson tried to bring it in, but ref didn't bite, so it's called a ball. The pitch. Curveball right down. That one broke right down the heart of the plate. One-two pitch. Ground ball. Does it get through? It does. They're going to send JD to the plate. He's going to score standing. The Spartans will take a 3-2 lead. Villegas hit that one between first and second. First baseman and second baseman. And with 2 outs, JD scores easily. 3-2 Tampa. So we got a little back and forth going here.
Certainly do. I mean, not a huge surprise that we're seeing the offenses get to work early. Might be a tough day for the aces of these two teams. Williams has been good apart from those 2 home runs. Peterson, while he's had 2 strikeouts, I think that's more than Williams has had so far. Tampa's hitting around him a little bit, though. They've now had 6 on the board.
Woodburn waits the pitch. Fouls that one off, out of play. In the stretch, short lead at first. In the dirt, blocked. Jacobson, nice job there. Woodburn waits. Runner goes. Low pitch. Sliding in safely. He's in scoring position. That was low inside, and Jacobson had to reach across his body to stop it, then come up and throw.
Tampa's been aggressive on the base paths all season long. That's stolen base 156 for the team. Pitch outside, swing and a miss. Inning is over. Spartans do
get a runner across, and we've played 3 full. It is now 3-2. Tampa on top. We'll be back on the Sunshine State. Fourth inning we go. Tampa back on top. 3-2 now. I will turn over the next couple innings to Taylor Stolworthy, and he will do his best to preserve his voice but keep you informed.
I've got a lot of games I'm covering this weekend. Just came off that 10-inning matchup between Albany State and Lynn. The Rams have moved on to the 1 p.m. game tomorrow.
But not only that, you're not even getting any rest because you do some Japanese baseball games at like 1 in the morning.
At 5 a.m. today, going to have 1 a.m. tonight, and then 1 a.m. tomorrow as well. After being here at 1 and 5 tomorrow, too, for the elimination bracket final and the regional final number 1. Whoever wins today, if they win tomorrow at 5 p.m. in that matchup, they move on to super regional play.
Yep.
If they lose, well, then we get a 1 p.m. match on Sunday. Winner take all, game 7 of regional play. And for now, it'll be C.J. Williams opening up. First pitch, ball 1. Sheridan, the shortstop, leads off for Mississippi College. Williams away from the power threats of the Mississippi College order. But that one's going to be taken to the outfield, out of reach of Villegas. Leadoff single for Sheridan. Stays put at first. Tying run on the board for the Choctaw. And here comes Kirsch to the plate with 1 on. Williams has given up 2 solo shots today, but has dealt with the danger pretty well apart from that. Both teams have had some early base hits. Mississippi College hoping to rally to tie the game right here. That's going to be grounded over to first. Russo's there. Would have got the base runner out, but it goes foul. So C.J. Williams set again. Here's the bunt. This one popped up. Oh, they almost were able to double him. Heads up play, though, by C.J. Williams. He accidentally made a 10D chest play as the ball came back to him. Because of the shadows, he couldn't see it cleanly. He drops it, but because Sheridan had to go back to first base to avoid getting doubled up, he's out at second. Kirsch is at first. So same outcome either way, just a different base runner. Now here comes Jacobson. Kirsch at first. 1 away, slider in for strike 1. I imagine that Mississippi College probably won't go for the sacrifice now. That's going to be driven to right field. Could drop for a base hit. And it is past a diving Ashby. Could tie the game. Villegas gets to it. Runners at second and third. They'll hold him up with 1 away. Both in scoring position. Very nice well-hit ball by Jacobson. That's going to bring up Breerwood. And keep an eye out for a potential suicide squeeze. Mississippi College did that earlier. Risky to do with 1 away. But if it means tying the game, I don't think the Choctaw would mind. So here comes Breerwood. Had a flyout last time. If he replicated it, we would also have a tied game. C.J. Williams has not struck out anyone today, which is a surprise. He's recorded 89 over 91 innings this season. His stuff is electric, but Mississippi College have done a great job protecting and putting the ball in play. That's what they'll hope to do here. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Oh-2 on the way from C.J. Williams. Gets away, takes a weird bounce. Both runners advance. 3-3. And it's a wild pitch tying the game here in the top of the fourth. Took the wrong hop away from Irigoyen over to the Spartans dugout. Chance now for a sacrifice to allow Mississippi College to take the lead for the second time today. Jacobson at third. Kirsch makes it home. Infielders playing shallow for that exact reason. Ball two. Good take on the slider by Breerwood. Infield playing shallow again, the 2-2. Hit to third, gets past Karstetter. Choctaw lead 4-3. Heading to second now is Breerwood, as Williams is taking some time to get to the ball. He was playing deep for the fly ball, and that's going to put Mississippi College in front by 1. The shootout continues here at the University of Tampa, and it's Mississippi College leading 4-3. A big clutch hit by Breerwood. Here comes Gadman to the plate. He flew out back in the second. Oh, and 1. This one fouled away. We continue the action here, the top of the fourth. Beautiful day, a beautiful afternoon at U Tampa. Not a cloud in the sky as the men's lacrosse team continues to make their way back with their Jersey Mike's snacks. 0-1 count now. That one fouled. Karstetter got to it. That's going to drop away from Irigoyen. And Irigoyen's going to try to call for the batter interference, but won't get it. Runner gets to third as the count goes 2-2, I think. 1-2 still. Tampa's infield still playing pretty shallow now. The 1-2. Flown to center field. This should make it 5-3 now for Mississippi College. Catch made. Easy tag up for Breerwood. He is safe. 2-run advantage for the Choctaw. Largest lead for either team today. And that's going to bring up Evans at the top of the order for Mississippi College. First pitch coming up. And this one's popped up and foul. A 3-run top of the fourth for Mississippi College. Swing and a miss, 0-2. That's going to be rolled foul. Still 0-2. Almost hitting the zone, make it 1-2 now. And Williams unable to get that strikeout still. Trying to find the final out of the inning. Almost hit him inside, 2-2. Fastball drifting away from C.J. Williams. One more time, swing and a miss, and Williams finally picks up a strikeout. But this time, it's some singles, some timely hitting, and a couple of balls getting away that put Mississippi College up 5-3 with a 3-run top of the fourth. Tampa will be looking for a response. Due up is Irigoyen, Russo, and Carson. Here we go with a brand new inning. Irigoyen, Russo, and Carstetter due up. Bottom of the fourth, Tampa trails now by 2 with a 3-run chalked off frame. That one rolled straight on the turf, up the middle, and Irigoyen starts the Spartans with a single. Tying run to the plate now for you, Tampa, and it's Cole Russo trying to keep the offense going for the Spartans. Russo ready to go, taking on the left-hander. First pitch. Ball 1, missing low and away. Russo's first at-bat saw him single. He was then out on a double play by Carstetter. He'll get ahead 2-0. Swing and a miss on the 2-0, make it 2-1. Russo finds a hole again. Tampa get their 8th hit of the ball game, putting Irigoyen on second and Russo on first. Carstetter with another opportunity now. Looking to avenge that double play earlier. Tampa's tying runs on the base path as the shootout continues. Jacobson and Peterson talking things over. Peterson's given up 8 hits over 3 innings. His pitch count at 60. Tampa would love to keep that number climbing and try to get to the Mississippi College bullpen. No one out. Carsetter swing and a miss to the slider to open the at-bat. Here's the 0-1. Carsetter down the line and foul. That's in the bullpen, but out of reach of both players. Make it 0-2. To Carstetter. Fly ball to right field. Could advance the Uruguayan, but it's in range for JT Vance. Good tag up. Then no out at third. And the umpire confirming that the tag up was successful. Runners at the corners, 1 away for Lenny Ashby. Productive out for Carstetter, but it does help Peterson end the chain of 2 Spartan hits in a row. Can Ashby get on the board right here? And Ashby takes one to deep center field. This will make it 5-4, but it is going to be out number 2. Play at the plate, not in time. It was also intercepted by Cooper. Sac fly for Ashby. 2 outs in the inning, and Tampa brings the deficit to 1. Top of the order, it's Jordan Williams now, with Cole Russo still at first. He's been stuck there on the 2 previous plays, while Uruguayan was able to get to second, third, and home on consecutive plate appearances. First pitch on the way for Jordan Williams. Ball 1 outside. Williams 0 for 2 so far, but he has been the captain of this Tampa offense. 372, 454, 580. It takes the incredible 800 slugging percentage of Cole Tucker to take the Conference Player of the Year title away from him. And alongside those slash lines, Williams also has, of course, 70 steals in 2025. Now here comes the 2-0, or 1-1. Inside, 2-1. Our scoreboard people in our booth accidentally set it to 4-0, but now they've fixed it with the correct call. Dustin Ragsdale helping us out behind home plate. Here comes the 2-1. Williams hit to second, and this should end the inning. Even someone as fast as Jordan won't be able to beat that easy routine grounder. Peterson surrenders another run, but Tampa can't reclaim the lead just yet. 5-4 Mississippi College entering the Williams ready to continue on the mound. 4 innings, 5 runs surrendered for him. Definitely one of his shakier starts this season, as both teams have been on fire on offense and struggling a little bit on defense. LaRocca leads off for Mississippi College. One of the 2 home runs hit today from Mississippi College came from him. He did so in the 3rd inning and will take strike 1 in the low outside corner. 2-3-4 due up for the Choctaw. The loser of this game takes on Albany State tomorrow at 1 p.m. The winner of this game will play at 6 as that one hits into Irigoyen, I think on the thigh. It was a swing and a miss, but Irigoyen got a piece of that, and the umpire will talk to Williams to give Irigoyen some space. One and two, slider from Williams, missing away, doesn't get the whiff from LaRocca, who did a great job taking that time around. Strike 3, and this time we'll get his second strikeout. LaRocca goes down looking. 1 away now to bring up Cooper here at the top of the 5th. The odd-numbered innings have seen someone from Mississippi College go yard. Odds are Cooper is a favorite to do so. He's had 2 fly balls so far. Williams will have to be careful. 1 away, bases empty. High fly ball to left field. Instead of a home run, it's going to drop for a bloop single and almost get away from Williams. Williams can't knock it down. He does get to it just in time for Cooper to stay at first. 1 on, 1 away for JT Vance. He's also a potential power threat. Singled and grounded out, though, in his first 2 tries. Fastball hits the zone for strike 1. Fouled away, make it 0-2. Oh, 1 coming up. 0-2. Fouled back. C.J. Williams' pitch count about to hit 70. He'll probably have a 6th inning after this, but don't know how much longer he'll go. And then, of course, the question will be who comes out of the bullpen for the Spartans. Also see how long the ace for Mississippi College stays in the game, too. Fastball missing away. Good block by Irigoyen. 1-2. The 0-2's tipped foul. Still 2 strikes, 1 away. Great job protecting by JT. The 1-2. Fastball in, 2-2. Great take there by JT Vance. Swing and a miss, slider outside. Williams retires Vance for his second strikeout, or third strikeout actually. 2 away in the inning, and that is going to bring up Sheridan to the plate with 1 on and 2 away. Tampa trailing by 1. 5-4 with 2 away in the top of the 5th. And it's going to be a 1 from Williams to Sheridan. Runner takes an aggressive lead, but stays put 1-1. Fastball drifting away from Williams. Trying to make his way out of the 5th at least. Hoping for a scoreless frame after 3 came home in the top of the 4th. Fly ball, but not super deep. Ashby tracking, and he makes the catch by the warning track to end the inning. It's been 5 tough innings for Williams, but he does get a clean in the top of the 5th. Tampa look to respond in the bottom half. Do up Saladino, Urso, and Villegas when we Peterson continuing on the mound for Mississippi College. Both he and Williams have been hit around a little by each team. 8 hits in total for both sides. Tampa looking to deal some more damage in the base path here. Taylor Storley alongside Jack Ike giving you a regional baseball action. Game 4 of the South Regional is underway. By the way, update from Lakeland, Florida Southern and West Florida currently tied in the top of the 2nd. We saw 3 runs come home in total in the bottom of the 1st and top of the 1st here. But early scoreless start for the Argonauts and Mocs. First pitch coming up from Peterson. Ball 1 inside to Saladino. Saladino got on board with a walk in the 1st, grounded out in the 3rd. His grounder was hit right to Cooper. He's guarding the line over on the right-hand side of the infield. And hit his way again, but it's foul, 1-1.
That's exactly where he hit it his last at-bat, where they've played him.
Good defensive positioning already for the Saladino at-bat here. Saladino might need a little more air under the baseball to get on board as the count goes 2-1. They'd love a long inning here against Peterson. He's continuing his 3rd trip through the order for the Spartans. They'd love to get him out of the game, get to the bullpen. Into the outfield, and that one splits the defense. 1 on for J.D. Urso.
There's no doubt Saladino is getting around on those pitches. It was just a matter of hitting it where they weren't.
And that time he did just that.
Yeah.
Tampa will be hoping to maybe start a big inning right here. That's usually how Tampa gets on top.
Yep.
Usually chain offense together for a pretty comfortable frame where they put up a few, like they did in the bottom of the 1st. They did bring home one in each of the third and fourth innings. However, that 3-run top of the fourth by Mississippi College puts the Spartans down by 1. Urso fouled away for strike 1. The shadows creeping across the infield. Could be awkward receptions back to the mound for Peterson. Don't know how it'll affect Sheridan and Breerwood at second and short, though. The canopy isn't all the way over to the infield yet, but it will be a little bit later in the game. 2 strikes quickly to Urso. Got a foul ball and a swing and a miss at a slider. Urso aggressive here. Quick pickoff throw. Ball knocked away, but Saladino will stay put. Doesn't escape the grasp of Cooper far enough to allow him to advance. Saladino, by the way, 6 steals on 8 attempts this season. Not impossible that he goes again.
Nope.
Small lead for Saladino. 2 strikes to Urso. Safe again. Imagine Peterson kind of trying to mess with the rhythm of Urso. Urso was aggressive to open the at-bat. By slowing the game down, maybe he's trying to bait a swing and a miss from Urso.
And he's 2 for 2.
Of course. He'd love to get the out here and retire Urso for the first time today. Down low. That was a smart front door slider. For a while, it looks like it's going to land at the heart of the plate, but just keeps dropping. 1-2 now for the Tampa second baseman. And that is not what you normally call Urso, but that's where he's been playing here in the postseason. Saladino stays put. Urso lines that into left field. Over the head of LaRocca? Yes, it will. Lands at the wall. Runners at second and third. However, his throw might get Urso out. Yeah. Urso tried to swim, but he's out at second for the first down of the inning. Urso's always aggressive on the base path. That time around, might have been the stronger decision to stay put.
That one took a nice hop off the wall for LaRocca, and he was able to get it very quickly. I mean, it got out there fast, and it came off the wall fast. And LaRocca, we've seen, has a pretty good arm, and he showed it there.
Right on target to Breerwood, who gets the first out of the frame. Here comes Villegas. Tying run is at third, though. Saladino was able to advance there safely. He's the important player for the Spartans to come home. Ball 1 outside. And there you see Peterson kind of awkwardly receiving the throw back from the catcher on the mound. That's where you can tell.
Usually when the mound gets about half covered, the throws are tough, right into the sun.
Popped up and not what Villegas wanted. Third baseman covering, makes the catch.
Off a tall blade of grass there.
Almost couldn't come up with it. Saladino stays put. 2 outs now for the Choctaw. Woodburn, the last chance to try to tie the game for Tampa here. Peterson looking for a 5th inning on the mound and a second time shutting out the Spartans in an inning. He's given up 10 hits today. This would certainly be his last frame. Looks like we've got a submarine arm warming up for Mississippi College in the bullpen. Now Braden Woodburn. Did he go? Yes, he did. Strike 1. The heart of the order from 2 to 7 of all recorded base hits for Tampa today. Woodburn's hit was an RBI single back in the first. Outside, 1-1. I think a cutter there, missing the plate by Peterson. Woodburn swinging a miss, a little bit late on the slider, 1-2. Peterson's pitch count over 80, but has avoided having too many difficult innings apart from that first inning. And can he get a strikeout to end the 5th? Outside, frame did not go the way that Jacobson wanted. 2-2 now. Peterson has fans for Spartans today. He is level in strikeouts with C.J. Williams with 3 each. Now the 2-2 to Braden Woodburn. Fouled backwards, he stays alive. Peterson set, checking on Saladino.
Ooh.
Strike 3. He lands that right over the heart of the plate. Woodburn fooled that time as Peterson gets strikeout number 4 to strand the Spartan runner at third. That'll take us to the top of the 6th. Jack Ike will return to the call as Tampa still trail by 1. They keep getting base runners. Can they bring them home? Will be
Yeah. Well, I don't think it's a big deal tomorrow, so we don't have anything planned.
Okay, yeah, well, hang out with us.
Top of the 6th inning we go, a 5-4 Mississippi College lead. C.J. Williams back on the bump for Tampa. First batter he faces will be Kirsch. He got on with a fielder's choice and scored his last at-bat. Singled in the second. Stayed there. And the pitch outside. 1-1. That one just missing outside. 2-1. And a check swing ends up going to Karstetter. Gets the throw across to Russo for the out. You like those outs? This game has been a back and forth battle. Mississippi College scoring 1 in the top of the first, Tampa answering with 2 in the bottom. Then Tampa took a 3-1 lead in the third, followed by a 3-run fourth inning for Mississippi College. And there's a base hit into right center field. Villegas throws it in. We'll bring Breerwood to the plate, the second baseman. Williams in the stretch. Short lead. Fouled off. Williams gets the sign in the stretch. Ball hit out into right center. That'll fall in for a hit. Fielded by Ashby. They're heading to third, and there's going to be runners on the corners. Beats the throw and holds on to the bag. So back-to-back hits after one out here in the 6th inning. Umpire having a little discussion with Cole Russo. away from first base. He kind of pushed him away from the bag to have a talk with him, and now another umpire and a third umpire coming over. And now Russo just walking away. Let's see, now all three umpires are walking toward the Spartan dugout. I don't know if there was some sort of interference. Now they're bringing in all four umpires for a discussion, so not sure what happened. I had my eye on the runner heading to third. Russo still standing. J.D. Urso talking to the dugout while the umpires continue to discuss the situation between the mound and home plate. There will be runners on first and third when we resume. Now, two of the umpires are heading over toward the Mississippi College dugout to talk to their head coach. Still having the discussion. There's been no discussion with anybody from Tampa on what the situation is. Russo's still in the grass between first and second. But when it's whatever happened, the first base umpire immediately kind of guided Russo away from first base, where the base runner was affixed. Done with the discussion with the Mississippi College coach. Now the two umps are going over to talk to Joe Urso, who comes out. I don't know what they can do. I mean, they haven't awarded the runner any bases for interference or anything. So we will continue. Maybe just a warning to both sides about maybe he might have interfered with the runner who might have been thinking about going to second, because the runner went from first to third, and they tried to throw to third to get him, and maybe Russo impeded him in some way. A nice play there, Russo coming to the forefront there. They tried a sacrifice bunt. Russo knew it was coming, so he came in from first, fielded the ball only about 20 or 30 feet from home plate, looked the runner back to third, threw it to first where I believe Urso was covering, and he got the throw. Now runners now are on second and third. He did advance the runner to second, and there's one out with two men on. And Gadman at the plate now, and they're going to automatically walk him to load the bases, and Sam Militello is going to come out and talk to Williams. So the Spartans want to give him the walk so that they have a force out at every base, including home. So it'll be Jacobson on third, Breerwood on second, and Evans, the number one hitter in the lineup, on first. So this is a big situation here in the sixth with a 5-4 lead for Mississippi College. Spartans want to limit the damage. Choctaws would like to add a few more to their lead. Baraka waits at the plate, and the discussion on the mound is over. There is action in the Spartan bullpen. We can't see who it is. They have tarp blocking the view. Jacob Fletcher did come in relief yesterday. And there's a base hit. That's going to score at least one. Villegas coming in, doesn't make the throw. 2-run score. It's a 7-4 game. So the Spartans will have to mount a comeback on Friday evening. And now the umpires are, something else is going on, and the runner on second is holding his arms up like, wait, what did I do? I almost think they called him out. The runner on second put his arms up like, you've got to be kidding me. And he's walking off the field right now. Now that's Evans, who was intentionally walked. Now if he's been kicked out of the game, it doesn't mean he's off the base. Somebody would have to replace him. Now Joe Urso comes out and is going to take out C.J. Williams. And so we will have a change of pitchers for Tampa. And we'll let you know where all the base runners will reside once we get it figured out. See who's coming in for UT. We'll see who's coming in. It's Ryan Stefiuk coming in. Comes in with a 2.83 ERA, a win and 3 wins and a loss. This will be appearance number 17. He's given 31 innings pitched, 17 hits, 8 runs, 7 of them earned, walked 13, struck out 28. Why don't we take a quick break, and then we'll figure out where they sit once he gets his warm-ups in. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. So Ryan Stefiuk on the mound for Tampa. Runners on first and second with 2 outs. 2 runs in for the Choctaw, and it's a 7-4 game now. Evans has been ejected, and there's a new base runner, and it is Hyde who will replace him. Evans said something loud enough for the umpires to hear. He was intentionally walked and maybe made some sort of comment about that's what you get walking me. Next guy up gets a hit. First pitch from Stefiuk to Cooper is a ball. Spartans trying to minimize the damage. 2 runs already in here. Stefiuk, the lefty, fires hard but high again. Ball 2.
That one's down the middle for a strike. Two one. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Shadows on the mound. Shadows at home plate. Sun in between. 2-2 pitch with 2 out. Runners go. Fly ball hit out toward Williams. He backing up. Now he waits and pulls it in for the 3rd out. But the Choctaw come up with a couple and have increased their lead to 7-4. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th. That's the score, 7-4. Mississippi College leading Tampa on Tampa Spartans. So we head to the bottom of the 6th. The Spartans have their work cut out for them now. It will be Irigoyen, Russo, Karstetter, and we'll see if there will be a host of others.
Yeah, that'll definitely be the question for the Spartans. You know, they've done a good job on offense today. They've had 10 hits, just haven't been as clutch in terms of scoring base runners.
Haven't grouped them together.
They've had more situations with runners in scoring position than Mississippi College. They're 3 for 8 compared to Mississippi College being 2 for 3. They've done a good job of scoring runners from first, usually.
So Irigoyen to the plate. 4th inning, his last plate appearance, a base hit and scored. Peterson on the mound again into inning number 6. Irigoyen, ground ball, nice to Sheridan. High throw, gets away. Irigoyen won't be able to advance, but that one was about 15 feet above the first baseman. It rolled all the way to the screen, but the catcher, Jacobson, backing it up, was able to get there before Irigoyen could consider going to second. But an error puts a runner at first with Russo to the plate. Russo hoping to keep his day going. He's got a couple base hits. Mississippi College, like Tampa, with a lefty at the plate. Their book says rotate the shortstop almost behind second base. Leave the third baseman solo. Ground ball, knocked down. Now nobody's covering, but quickly picked up by Peterson. Nice job by Peterson, because Cooper, the first baseman, had the ball bounce away from him. Fortunately for them, it rolled right to Peterson, who picked it up in stride and beat Russo to the bag. Does advance a runner and brings Karstetter to the plate.
Good job by Peterson. You saw the ball got loose. Now it's heads up sort of instincts just to pick it up and take it himself. Could have had a chance for Cooper to rebound and get the out for Russo, but Peterson wasn't taking the chance.
Karstetter, breaking ball, call strike. Pop foul. He's put the ball in play twice, though nothing to show for it. Hit into a double play and then flew out to right field. Ground ball heading out towards second, fielded, and they get him at first. 2 down, man on third.
Unfortunately for the Spartans, what they do sometimes is when they get the runner at third, it happens with 2 away, which means it's harder to bring them home.
Got to be a hit or an error.
Or any other way to get on base.
Yeah, wild pitch, something like that.
Well, wild pitch was how Mississippi College got on the board earlier.
Okay, all right, then let's see if they reciprocate. Lenny Ashby to the plate. Number 9 hitter. Ball a little low. Again, a lefty at the plate, so shortstop almost behind second base. There's a strike call. Second base pulled fairly far around, but also playing about 10 feet out on the grass. First base on the edge of the grass in the outfield. Shortstop on the grass, outfield grass. And he popped it up. That will probably be out of play. They give chase. Jacobson can't get it. So now a 1-2 count with 2 outs. Base runner Irigoyen 90 feet away. A long look by Peterson. Now he likes what he sees and gets ready. The 1-2. A little bit low, 2-2, low inside.
Peterson's been battling really well, and so did Williams up until that 2-run single kicked him out of the game. Both their pitch counts are high. If he could get the final out here in the 6th, it would make life a lot easier for the bullpen for Mississippi College.
And the pitch. Swing and a miss, and Ashby goes down. Spartans get a man on, do not score. We have completed 6, and it is Mississippi College 7, the Tampa Spartans 4. We'll be back on the Sunshine State Digital. Seventh inning we go now of a 7-4 lead for Mississippi College over Tampa. Tampa, the number 1 seed here in this regional play. Both these teams won yesterday. Winner of this game will advance to a 5 o'clock game tomorrow. And that will be against Albany State.
Loser advances to a 1 p.m. game against Albany State.
That's right. The loser advances to Albany State. Winner of tomorrow's first game will play the winner of this game.
If you win today, all you need is 1 win over the final 2 games to punch your ticket to the Super Regional. The Choctaw would be in a great position to do it at the moment.
Stefanuk on the mound for Tampa. Came in and pitched a third of an inning. And he will face J.T. Vance. And he hits a ground ball to Karstetter, takes a good hop. Toss across in time. 1 up, 1 down on 1 pitch.
Stefanuk's definitely feeling comfortable out there. He was able to get that quick out, entering in a tough spot after Williams couldn't escape the inning. Sefik, he's a veteran. He's been reliable for the Spartans, a 2.03 ERA on the season. And while he's not the team's closer, he is one of their higher leverage guys.
Yep. Tall lefty. First pitch to Sheridan is a strike. Lefty to lefty. Irigoyen set up outside, and the ball was inside.
Yeah,
I don't know if that was a deceptive move or not.
Probably just misplaced from Steffi. I do imagine that they were chasing a swing with 1 strike from Sheridan.
Fires it hard down the line. Karstetter knocks it down. It's a fair ball, and it's going to go as a hit for Sheridan. Just a slow roller that stayed inside the bag. Fortunately, Karstetter got to it. Otherwise, they might still be running. He wasn't going to get him at first base anyway, even though the ball bounced away.
Yeah, it was just perfectly bounced by Sheridan. You know, unintentionally. He's kind of half-hearted swing there.
Swinging bunt almost.
Normally, those types of balls kind of roll foul, but it rolled in a straight line down to the third base bag. And, you know, if that slipped by Karstetter, that could have actually put Sheridan on second. So, Karstetter, you have to knock that down.
Yeah.
Did just that. Wasn't going to get the out, but still a useful play.
That'll bring Bo Kirsch to the plate. He's 1 for 3. Hits that one foul, right field line. Right now, anything hit to straightaway center will be a problem if they get it up in the air. And he goes down the right field line again because of the way the sun is setting right now.
You can see Villegas shielding his eyes out there already.
Yep.
I think the same for Ashby and Williams a little bit.
And the pitch outside. Stefiuk fires. Ball hit out into right field. That's going to fall and go down to the corner. Heading to the corner is Ashby. Picks it up near the foul pole. Runners are going to be at second and third with 1 out. So the righty goes opposite field all the way to the corner. Second and third, 1 out. Jacobson to the plate.
I was surprised to see Mississippi College hit some of those home runs to start the game, because this is how they methodically tore apart the Lynn pitching staff yesterday, just by getting those timely hits, getting balls into play, getting balls to the corners like that.
Infield pulled in. Everybody up on the infield grass with a 7-4 game. Spartans do not want any more runs scoring, and if they can get a guy at the plate, they want to do it right here. Runners on second and third, and the pitch. Strike call, 1-1.
And Tampa still has some time for a potential comeback. They would need 3 runs before 9 outs. But the larger that lead is, the harder the task is.
Popped up. Coming in quickly is Ashby. Are they going to get there? Caught. Going backwards is J.D. Urso with his back to the infield. He caught it over his shoulder and got the ball in quickly enough to hold the runners.
That is one of the plays of the game there from J.D. Urso. Potentially saves a run. I don't know if Ashby gets to that if he doesn't let Sheridan make it to the plate.
Yeah,
if that drops, it sends Sheridan to the plate no matter what. Kirsch to third. But that's a crucial, as well, second out of the inning to remove the sacrifice, and Tampa's infield is back at normal depth.
2 outs, 2 on. Ball high to Breerwood. You look at the 5, 6, 7, 8 hitters for Mississippi College. All have 2 hits. Ball tap foul.
It's only their leadoff and 9th batters that haven't had hits, but even they have had successful days. Productive at bats here and there, some walks. Hyde
Well, Hyde
0
hasn't
for
batted.
0.
He hasn't batted
Oh,
yet.
oh, right. He was the
He
replacement.
came in as when Evans got tossed. And the pitch. Fouled off. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Count in favor of Stefiuk.
Yeah, from top to bottom. Very successful from the Choctaws so far.
One-two pitch. Whoa, did that look good? Stefiuk thought it looked good. A bunch of people in the stands thought it looked good, but who didn't?
City Hall.
It'll be a 2-2 count now. The pitch. Throws it a little bit harder, and it's fouled off.
I think this will probably be the final inning for Stefiuk. Tampa might go with someone else for the 8th and 9th, depending on how close it is. If Tampa gets closer, could see Alfonso or even Fletcher out of the bullpen for a high leverage outing. Or maybe someone with lower leverage outing up next, too, if they can't convert.
The pitch. And that one's low inside. That'll make it 2-2, 3-2, I should say.
Good depth, just missed a little bit in.
Yes, full count. Stefiuk has the sign. The 3-2. Walked him. Bases full. So, that'll bring Gadman to the plate. Sheridan on third, Kirsch on second, now Breerwood on first, and Irigoyen with a quick mound visit.
There's Joe, so I think they might be bringing on a righty here for an extended stint out of the bullpen. Stefiuk's done a good job. 4 outs all across the base path with 2 away, which means if, say, there's a tricky play for Karstedt at third, he could just touch the base and get out of the inning.
Sure. So the Spartans will be going to the bullpen. No one has made an appearance yet.
They're giving them as many warm-up pitches as possible, I assume.
Now Joe makes the call. And we do have an appearance out of the bullpen. It'll be Alfonso coming in for Tampa. Michael Alfonso comes in with a 2.08 ERA, 2-1 on the year. This will be appearance number 17 on the year. Pitched 26 innings, 20 hits, 6 runs, all of them earned, 7 walks, 23 strikeouts.
Yeah, Tampa wants a quick out, and Alfonso's usually a guy that can get it.
He will inherit the unenviable position of the bases loaded. The good thing is there's 2 outs. Now a 7-4 game. Those are big base runners out there for both teams to consider. Earlier today, Albany State advanced to survive another day. A 10-6, 10-inning win over Lynn. Lynn was eliminated. Tomorrow's first game, 1 o'clock game, will be an elimination game. Albany State already penciled into that one. Actually, more than penciled in. They are inked into that one.
Yeah, they had that huge comeback against Lynn to keep their season alive. And what's going to be interesting to see is whoever loses here is going to be coming off of a wave of bad momentum. For Tampa, it would be a loss as a 1 seed. For Mississippi College, it would be losing this lead. Conversely, you have a team that's coming off of one of the biggest outcomes of the season, an incredible 9th and 10th inning performance, and a team that's rising in strength, a team that's weakening in strength. Would you see the 8th seed assert themselves into the regional final?
this is, I don't know if this is Gadsden or not coming to the plate. They called him back. Yeah, it is Gadman, I should say. But they called him back, and now they're meeting again. I don't know if they're calling for a pinch hitter or not, but pinch hitter or
Pinch runner, it looks like,
pinch
at third.
runner. Yeah, that's what it is. No,
Actually,
that's Sheridan.
not
He
Sheridan.
actually went to the dugout. They're like, wait, don't start the game until we get everybody on the bases.
My guess is that Sheridan was just taking a quick breather, or maybe using the restroom and having to rush back out there. That happened in the major leagues not too long ago. There was a pitch clock violation for the Mets because Pete Alonso didn't get out of the restroom in time back onto the field.
Jeez.
Looks like they've avoided that same issue here, though.
We're ready. First pitch, ball high. Nowhere to put him. Bases are full. 2 outs. 7th inning, 7-4. Mississippi College on top. Alfonso fires. And he gets the strike call. First couple pitches from a relief pitcher are always interesting to see if they are, their warm-ups are fine, but now when it's reality, what are they going to do with it? It's now 2-1. And the pitch. That one's hit out into center field. Coming in. Villegas, ball drops in front of him. 2 runs will score. It's going to be a 9-4 lead, as with 2 outs, everybody was running. So it's 9-4 now, Mississippi College.
Just the fielding urgency on that play. Did Villegas not see the ball? That's my question.
Well, we did mention that the sun, if you hit it up into the air, center field, might be hard to see immediately.
Yeah. Well, actually, you did foreshadow it earlier in the inning. A fly ball hit generally high. That's a tough play for Villegas, and the sun's at the perfect spot for the Choctaw offense right now.
Good choice of words, because there was a lack of shadow. Hyde to the plate now. He came in replacing Evans, who was ejected a couple innings ago. He's slotted into the leadoff spot. It's now a 9-4 game. 9 runs, 14 hits, an error for Mississippi College. 4 runs, 10 hits, no errors for Tampa. Foul back. And the pitch outside. Mississippi College now a 4th place finisher in the Gulf South Conference. They were 21-12 in conference play. They dropped their final game of the season, but they did win 7 of their last 9 regular season games. So coming in hot. There's a strike call. Irigoyen signaling to his fielders. Hyde steps back in. The pitch, runner on first goes, and they're just going to let him go. I don't know if he was going to try a throw or not, but Irigoyen couldn't get it into his grip.
In a situation like that, runners at third and second, even with 2 away, smarter just to let the runner steal second. Don't risk the double steal.
Well, it would have been the 3rd out, though, if you'd have got him at second.
But it was also an awkward reception.
Yeah, if he'd have fielded it.
And keep in mind the shadows make things difficult to receive the ball on defense.
3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. So the Spartans get out of the inning. They do give up 2. They've got to have a comeback to advance to the late game tomorrow. It is 9-4, Mississippi College leading Tampa right here on TampaSpartans.tv. All right, enough of the 7th inning stretch. The Spartans have 9 outs to find at least 5 runs as they trail 9-4. Jack and Taylor with the call here.
It's been a bad day for the Spartans on offense for baseball. Actually, they've been all right here on offense. 10 hits, just only 4 runs. Softball, though, that's the other story. They have completely shut down Auburn Montgomery. After losing the first game of Super Regional play, they're headed to the College Softball World Series.
First time ever.
First time in program history. They'll be headed to Chattanooga.
And that was happening just about a quarter mile from here.
Yep, we have our own Skippy on the call for that game. And a great regional and super regional weekend for Tampa softball. As Tampa baseball hoping for the same success. They might need to do it the hard way, though.
Well, the softball team did.
And baseball did it last year, so.
Yeah. Jordan Williams at the plate now.
Keep in mind, they also had a loss in regional play last year.
Williams fouls it off. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Peterson still on the mound. Into the 7th. He was at 95 pitches to start the inning. One-two pitch. Fouled off. Williams back in the box. 1-2 again. Fouled off again.
I don't know, Peterson doing just a great job of battling, going deep. Mississippi College, they haven't really needed to rely on their bullpen. They had their main starter, Towns, get chased out of the first game, but Kyle Collett had 5 innings out of the bullpen to keep things quiet against Lynn.
Williams calls time. Rubs the, it's not dirt, but the pellets. That's one thing that you really can't do anymore is get dirt on your hands and
well, at least at this field
dry
can.
it off on this field. 1-2. Williams at the plate still. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Dropped it. He might be able to beat this one out. The throw just got him. Now the home plate umpire called him out. Now I don't know if he was just reiterating what the base umpire said, but didn't matter. They had him out anyway. Would have been interesting had he beat the throw and the home plate umpire was calling him out for some reason. We've seen enough bizarre plays already.
Always around postseason, you see a couple interesting things. An ejection, of course, just happened a couple innings ago, so definitely an interesting game for sure.
Nico Saladino now to the plate. Ball low. Spartans need base runners.
You can say that again.
Spartans need base runners. Whatever you ask for.
Saladino's gone on board a couple times today.
Yes, he has.
Start with a walk, but after that initial walk, Tampa hasn't actually drawn another today. That's just very solid control from the Mississippi College team.
Yeah, that was the second batter of the game.
We've iterated that if you have to pitch to the Spartans, if you fall behind in the counts and you have to keep challenging them, that's where you fall in trouble. But that has been the case for the Choctaw that often. Peterson has been testing the Spartans' bats all day. And he's given up 10 hits, but he's been battling and won a majority of his.
The 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, 3-2. Full count. Ground ball foul. Saladino walks away. I think that might have bounced off his ankle or his foot. So the umpire gives him a little time. Peterson sets. Saladino ready. The pitch. Walked him. Saladino picks up his second walk. So let's see if the Spartans can do what they did back in the first inning when Williams struck out and Saladino then walked. They went single, single, single.
You imagine that Peterson will try to find the zone this time around. But also, I'm not sure if it'll be Peterson.
Yeah, coming out of the dugout.
Yeah, Albie Kearns, he's on 108 pitches, so it makes sense as to
He
why
did-
they'll go to the bullpen here. But,
Yep, he did signal.
very few pitchers have been able to go as far as they have like this against the Spartans and have the run support to exit with a 5-run lead.
Yeah. So Peterson getting congratulations. The Choctaw fans standing, applauding. Fine effort today. Leaves with a 9-4 lead. He does leave Saladino on first. We'll see. You are right. It is a submariner.
He's worn up for 4 innings, but hasn't really been needed. And now he finally gets a chance to shine.
Coming in to pitch is number 4, Dylan Cope.
And he's one of the high leverage guys for Mississippi College. Only 1 save, but 21 appearances, 16 strikeouts in 34 innings. Obviously, when you kind of throw from this arm slot with a little bit less feel, you're not going to be a huge strikeout threat. Dalton Ross, Spartan legend, didn't always get too many strikeouts, but it's the deception to get weak contact. And that's really the goal when you're a submarine sidearm guy. Any strikeouts you get alongside that is just a cherry on top.
Yeah. First batter he will face will be J.D. Urso.
You definitely want him against a right-hander because it's that arm slot that makes it a lot trickier for same-handed batters to get to it. Once you roll to Villegas, Ashby, Williams, and Russo, they'll be able to see his stuff a little bit easier. I imagine that he's got a 2-seamer. Kind of the sinker from that slot is one of the strongest offerings because it goes up and then goes right back down.
Urso steps in. Quick throw. Very close at first. Oh, first baseman Cooper said, should have gone my way.
You know what they say. Can't fight City Hall. In this case, City Hall being David Tompkins over at first.
City Hall ever screw up?
Sometimes. But I don't think there's anything too egregious today.
No. That was just close. Saladino normally does not take a big lead. First pitch. Urso looks at a ball. I think that was, no matter what that pitch was, you got to watch it and just see what it looks like to see this guy's pitching motion.
Exactly. Just got to get used to this guy's stuff, even if he finds the zone.
Urso, ground ball, heading up the middle. Oh, perfectly played by Sheridan. Steps on the bag, throws to first. They get the double play. The inning is over. Spartans go down here in the 7th. It's still a 9-4 game. We'll head to the 8th. You're watching right here on TampaSpartans.tv. Eighth inning we go, 9-4. Pitching change for Tampa as they are bringing in Carson Queso to pitch the eighth inning. Queso on the year has a 3.6 ERA. This is his sixth appearance of the year. 5 innings pitched, 3 hits, 3 runs, 2 of them earned, walked 3, and struck out 3.
Queso is definitely a low leverage guy for the Spartans. I think it's safe to say that 2-run hit might have sent Mississippi College into the regional final. And I think Queso's job, throw strikes, give the rest of the bullpen a chance to rest up, as it might be a 1-8 rematch to start us off tomorrow at 1 p.m. But that gives a good excuse for Tampa fans to get up early Saturday morning.
Not that early. Be a 1 o'clock game.
Yeah, true.
I know it's Saturday, but that's still not that early. LaRocca takes a strike from Queso. Carson just had a birthday this week as well. I saw him the other day, said, happy birthday. He says, yeah, I'm feeling old. I said, we'll talk after the game.
By the way, Tampa's not the only team trailing by 4 or 5 runs. The Mocs are trailing to West Florida 4-0 in the bottom of the 5th.
Really? There's a base hit. One hops to Jordan Williams out and left. Solid single.
The big difference for this game and the previous one, a lot more offense here at U Tampa. 25 hits in total for both teams. The Mocs have only generated 2. The Argonauts have only generated 5.
Wow.
But
4-zip, what inning?
it is the bottom of the 5th.
Bottom of the 5th.
Neuschwan, I think I'm pronouncing that correctly for West Florida. He's been stellar for West Florida. He's had 7 strikeouts over 4 1/3.
LaRocca showed bunt, pulled it back. This time he swings and misses. This is Cooper, I should say. LaRocca is on base.
I wonder if this is a good spot to try some of the bunts here if you're Mississippi College, because
Yeah, there he is, looking to bunt.
I want to see if you can maybe see how the defense reacts to it. If they don't defend it well, then you just keep doing it.
Yeah.
And let them continue to make mistakes. Tampa's done a good job with small ball this season. That's maybe why Mississippi College a bit hesitant. But, of course, they're also hitting a lot of hits, so who needs to bunt?
The pitch. Outside. So Queso the lefty against Cooper the lefty. It's a 2-2 count and the pitch. Fly ball hit out toward Williams in left. He waits, has a bead, makes the catch, and the runner at first will go back to the base. Brings Vance to the plate. So Queso, 1 out and 1 on. Throws it a little bit high outside.
Vance hasn't reached base apart from that first inning, which is a surprise. He's batting cleanup. He's one of the more powerful bats in the Mississippi College order, who do have a pretty fearsome quartet at the top of their lineup. We saw LaRocca and Hyde go yard.
Yes. No, it was Evans.
Evans, right.
So it is 2 balls, 1 strike. That is hit. Center field, way back, going to the wall and gone. A 2-run shot for J.T. Vance, and it's an 11-4 Mississippi College lead. That is the exclamation point.
Yeah, and that means for the first time since a
first
loss to
double
Embry-Riddle on May 24th. That wasn't as far away as I was expecting it to be. Oh, no, wait, never mind. This is last year's schedule. What am I doing? Shout out Google for linking me the wrong schedule. But the first time since a set time I will quickly check earlier this season, Tampa's conceded.
I don't know if they've given up double digits this year.
They have, once or twice.
Okay.
Last time out was a defeat against Florida Southern back on March 29th.
Okay, 11-8.
And it was game 2 of that series. Game 2 of the regional series, they've given up double digits here.
Yeah.
Good news for the Spartans. They would win game 3 of that series.
Okay. So the Spartans, probably safe to say, have to set their sights on playing Sunday. Got to win tomorrow. But regardless, they need a Sunday game now.
Yeah, Tampa's going to have to win 3 straight if they lose here to make it out of the region. And that's why Coach Urso mentioned in his post-game press conference yesterday how important this game is. Because you go from needing 3 wins to just 1 win. Tampa's got the pitching depth to deal with maybe the guys getting tired.
Right.
That's not going to be an issue. And, the Tampa guys, they're gamers. They can get back out there for a second start if they need. I know C.J. Williams, he'd be motivated enough to get a Sunday start if he had the chance. Or even a bullpen appearance on Saturday. But it's really tough to try to chain 3 wins in a row here in regional play just because of how tough the opponents are.
Right. So not only do you now have to set your sights on a Sunday game, you've got to win 2 tomorrow. You got to take down the team you played yesterday. Then you got to take down the team you're playing right now.
And if you do that, you then have to do it again the next day.
Yeah. And Queso gets the strikeout.
After the home run, he gave a 4-pitch walk. He's been working quickly. And I think his main goal, go as fast as he can, find the zone as much as he can, and just rack up some outs.
Queso sets, fires. Strike call. This is Jacobson, the catcher. And the pitch. Tap foul. Ground ball. Queso couldn't quite get there. Urso scoops it up, steps on the base to end the inning, but they played a couple more, and we go to the bottom of the 8th. The Choctaw on top of the Spartans, 11-4, right here on TampaSpartans.com. Bottom of the 8th we go. 6 outs to go for Mississippi College. Or can Tampa find 7 runs? It will start with Edgardo Villegas.
Tampa's got the part of the order due up, but, you can't say that for the entirety of the Spartans lineup.
Cope on the mound. Fires. Strike call.
Cope might be in line for the save, actually. Actually, no, 2/3 of an inning.
Okay.
So he'd be a third of an inning short if he goes the rest of the way, because he entered in the middle of the 7th, but he could pick up a 3-inning save if he had been in there the full inning.
Okay.
Mention that because Tampa had a 3-inning save yesterday.
Right. In a lopsided game.
Yes. Well, that's where you usually get them.
Mm-hmm.
Either usually in a lopsided game. Not a lot of other opportunities to get them because if it's close enough, you usually just bring in the closer.
Yeah. 2-1 pitch to Villegas. Chops it to third. Sheridan, or I should say Gadman, cut in front. Third baseman got it. Made the throw, 1 down.
Sam's going to call to the bench. Griffith to the plate for Woodburn. And obviously, Coach Urso wanting to get some right-handed bats, or left-handed bats, a chance right here. Griffith also makes sense given that he's replacing the DH.
Jake Griffith this year at .233. This is his 29th game of the season. Will bat against Cope. Ball outside. A little bit of a shift on the infield again. Everybody playing on the grass. Actually, third base just came in a couple steps, but almost everybody on the outfield grass. You might not see him play that deep if this was a grass field because the ball won't get out there quite as fast, but on this field, yes. Way outside. Two balls, one strike. Check swing. They said I don't know if he swung, but they called it a strike. I think they just flat out called it a strike.
Nah, he pointed that he went around.
Okay.
Because it looked to be a bit outside, and Griffith kind of reached forward. That kind of slipped out of his hands, too, as he tried to stop himself.
2-2 now. Outside, that one was out. 3-2 now.
They are working away from Griffith. They do not want to give him a good pitch to hit.
Mm-hmm. And the full count pitch. Ball high, draws a walk. And Irigoyen will come to the plate with a man on.
The big thing about having a submariner like Cope on the mound, you usually get ground balls.
Yeah.
You saw in the 7th, he forced a double play immediately. And now you got a one-out situation where maybe the double play opportunity is back on the board.
And the pitch to Irigoyen. Looks good, call strike.
Now note that he sometimes changes his motion, I think from submarine to sidearm. When I saw him warming up, I saw him kind of throw two different ways. I think he changes it up a bit to have kind of alternate ways he can go after batters, mess with them, get them thinking differently.
Just a subtle upper lower of the arm might just make the ball do something different too, if you're trying a curve or a slider.
Yeah, and exactly. It's tougher to track the ball at that different point. Let's say you're watching from the dugout, you're seeing him drop from low. Your eyes are going to be low, but all of a sudden, no, he's firing it from that sidearm angle.
Ball missing. 2 balls, 1 strike. Russo on deck. Ground ball heading out to first, fielded, throw to second. They get the force. Nobody was able to cover first. Just too far a run. for Breerwood to get there. So they ate the ball, got the force, the lead runner, and now there's 2 outs. Russo to the plate.
Always good to get the lead runner in that spot.
Yeah. Russo with a couple singles and grounded out to first base. And Cooper knocked it down, Peterson picked it up and stepped on the base. There's a ground ball heading out to Breerwood, and he runs it almost all the way to the base. They get the out. We'll go to the 9th. 11-4, Mississippi College on top. We'll be back on TampaSpartans.tv. Top of the 9th we go. Another pitching change for Tampa as Joe Stella goes out to the mound. He will more than likely start and finish the 9th inning. 11-4, Mississippi College on top. Mississippi College, as we said, came in 4th place in their conference, but they've come to this tournament and put up double digits in 2 games.
Yeah, 24 runs in total. It's clear they were motivated after losing in the conference tournament against West Alabama. And they're about to knock off the number 2 team in the nation and send them to the elimination bracket. But either way, Joe Stella, he's a 2-way player apparently.
Yeah.
And I don't know if this is just him here to just eat the inning or if he's actually had some 2-way experience. I don't think he did any during his time at Georgetown. That's where he transferred from last season.
So he has no ERA, no wins, no losses, no walks, no strikeouts. And he's given up a hit.
No longer the team leader in whip.
Well, he's wearing the number of one of the great 2-way players to ever play here in Tampa, Anthony Nunez.
It's kind of interesting how Nunez, throughout his entire time at UTampa, after originally being drafted with the Padres, then deciding to come to D2, played at third base, and all of a sudden takes to the mound with his 95-mile-an-hour fastball.
It was just his senior year, right?
Yes, just his senior year. And now all of a sudden, he's playing Double-A baseball with the Mets. And
doing well.
He's there on the mound as a reliever, not as a 2-way guy.
Right. The fly ball coming in. Villegas, he's got a bead, makes a catch. Yeah, my daughter and I actually went and watched him play when he was in Clearwater last year, single A ball. He was nice enough to invite us down to talk to him. And a pinch hitter is Capobianco for Mississippi College against Joe Stella, the pitch. Swing and a miss.
Capobianco hitting .268, .420, .403. This isn't the case of the coach giving someone a fun at-bat for the postseason. Capobianco is a qualified batter, but he's just a guy that's now available off the bench for Mississippi College throughout the weekend.
He's in the hole 0-2 with 1 out. Big shift now for him. And he fouls it off.
Wonder if they'd flip Urso and Saladino, I think like they did for one of the previous at-bats in a similar spot. Nope, they're flipping Saladino and Karstedt.
And Karstetter. Okay, that's interesting.
They sometimes do that against like when there's a lefty shift like that.
Yeah.
I like the...
Was that Saladino has more range or something?
That's probably the guess.
Just in case.
Because especially with the position player on the mound, Capabianco was a very high probability of mistiming it, hitting it late, but rolling it down that wide open alley down the third base line.
And the pitch. Ball high. 2-2 now.
Still his form looks good, though.
Yeah.
You always know when people come out of the bullpen as a position player, you don't know if they're just going to be like lobbing pitches over the plate or if they're going to be able to throw well.
There's a ground ball, and they had him played correctly. Urso makes the throw to Russo. Now somebody has to hustle over to third base.
Yeah, Saladino was doing that. So was Jordan Williams. Actually, Karstetter was doing that.
Had Breerwood realized it, well, he probably had to slide into second thinking they might go for the force. But if he'd have realized it, he should have just rounded second and headed to third because he'd have beat anybody to the bag.
Also leading by 7, though, so it's probably not at the top of his mind.
No. Just for the thrill of it. That one is hit deep to left, way back at the wall, and a home run for LaRocca, his second of the day, and that will make it a 13-4 Mississippi College lead.
I reckon that's a sigh of relief for Jacob Fletcher. He's going to hold on to his ERA lead for the Spartans.
So a couple Spartan relievers are roughed up here in the last couple innings.
Oh, it was Queso 2-run shot.
Yep.
Stella 2-run shot. And before then, just some timely hitting from Mississippi College.
Yes.
2 home runs in a game, though, for LaRocca.
Yeah.
And he's now up to 14 on the season.
That one's hit out into center field. Coming in is Villegas. Stops. Makes the catch to end the inning, but another 2. You look at the board, it's for Mississippi College. 1-0-1-3-0. 2-2-2-2. We head to the bottom of the ninth. 13-4 right here on TampaSpartans.tv. Bottom of the ninth, now a 13-4 Mississippi College lead. Kevin Karstetter coming to the plate. Taylor, can you ask if there's an update from Lakeland?
I can
where
quickly
the
check.
Other Sunshine State Conference team was playing.
I'd have to reload the page.
Okay.
But I'm pretty sure West Florida's still leading. Yeah, now they lead 7-0.
Wow, so the SSC having a tough day in the nightcap games.
And also, of course, the afternoon one. Lynn was leading 6-4 against
true.
Albany State, and then
the roof fell in.
The Golden 6 happened for the Golden Rams offense.
Cope to Karstetter. Ground ball, knocked the glove off of Cope, but it's up the middle for a base hit.
You know, usually the Sunshine State Conference is the dominant force of South Region play, but I think it's safe to say that this year, this is a golden generation across the board for the Gulf South with how these teams, I think they had an absolutely incredible postseason run last weekend. You had West Alabama upsetting to the title, knocking Rollins out of the playoffs. All the other teams of the conference looking for revenge after falling short. And you've even seen Delta State with that crazy comeback. Definitely a little bit of magic this year, and I think some Cinderella stories could be potentially brewing here in Lakeland and Tampa.
Ashby at the plate. Ball outside. 1-1.
Quiet day for Ashby as he got the start. Sack fly, but a ground out and strikeout.
Check swing, ball outside. Two-one pitch on the way. Down the middle for a strike. 2-2. Two-two pitch. One hopper. You're going to get the runner at first. Two down. One out, I should say. Runner moves to second. And it will bring Jordan Williams to the plate. Uncharacteristically, he has not gotten on base today. Just inside, he turns away. Ball one. Mississippi College, 13 runs, 18 hits. Williams looks at a strike. Tampa, 4 runs, 11 hits.
Tampa's had base runners, but haven't scored too many of them. Although Mississippi College have left more base runners on board. 8 left on for the Choctaw, 6 for the Spartans.
Cope. Set to Williams. Ball outside, 2-1. And the pitch. Ball outside, 3-1. On deck, Saladino. Three-one pitch to Jordan Williams. And we'll go full, 3-2. Tapped foul down third base. Stays full. Williams back in the box. And the pitch, ground ball heading out to the first baseman, Cooper. Beats Williams to the bag. Cooper's like, wow, that guy was fast. 2 outs now, man on third.
He outran the fastest player in the NCAA.
Of course, one of them ran 90 feet, the other one ran 20.
A little bit lopsided, I'd say, with that handicap.
Saladino, last hope for Tampa.
I think if Tampa could just score here with 1 hit, that'll give them some good momentum to take into tomorrow. Obviously, expecting 9 runs is optimistic.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit, but You know, they take on the Rams most likely now tomorrow, and they'd like to end the day on a positive note, the same way that Albany State ended the day positively with their big comeback.
Tampa last scored in the fourth. Zeros ever since. It'll be 5 innings of zeros if this holds. Ball low. 1-2 now with 2 outs. Cope gets the signal, fires. That one's hit out into left field. Going back is LaRocca, still going back. Bounces off the wall. That'll score a run, and Saladino scoots into second.
And that's big for the Spartans, you see. Just getting that run, getting that hit, getting the monkey off your back, saying, hey, we did get one run at the end. We didn't have 5 shutout innings in a row.
Yep.
And that just gives you a little bit of momentum to take into the next day because, you know, you still have a long trip, but to go to try to get back to a chance to make it out of the region, but just getting 1 run is useful.
Hey, the Spartans had a 19-game winning streak at the end of the season, so winning is in their character.
They usually bounce back after a loss.
Yes. J.D. Urso. Strike 1 count, the pitch, outside.
It's about 3 40-win seasons in a row for the Spartans.
Yep.
I think it's COVID that prevented the streak from being super long for you, Tampa.
Ground ball. Gadman crossed the line, the field, and Mississippi College has knocked off Tampa. 13-5 is your final score in this one. Peterson will get the win. Williams will get tagged with the loss for Tampa. Tampa now 44-8 on the season. And we'll play tomorrow. Set your alarm clocks for a 1 o'clock game tomorrow between Tampa and Albany State. It will be an elimination game. Mississippi College moves on to the 5 o'clock game tomorrow and will await the winner of the Tampa Albany State game. So we will be back tomorrow, 1 o'clock. UT baseball looking for a doubleheader tomorrow. We'll be back then. For Taylor Stolworthy, this is Jack Ike saying thanks for joining us.